Hello and welcome. We wanted to record a little welcome video to show you inside all of our 3 churches and to invite you to come along whenever you like. So hello, my name is Charlotte. I have the privilege of being the vicar of Westerfield, Witnesham and Tuddenham. I'm currently recording outside Witnesham Church, so if you come along, this is what you will see when you've made your way from the car park, down the lovely path, enjoyed the trees, and so we want to show you inside in a little moment. But the reason that I'm recording a video is while we have an amazing website, and please do have a look at all of the service times and the information about faith and the things that we offer as by way of exploration, we just wanted to record a video so that you could see, hello, what I look like, and you could also see inside some of our churches, because sometimes it's a little bit daunting to come to church, maybe for the first time, and we just wanted to welcome you and to show you what it looks like. So in a moment we'll go inside our churches and you can have a little look round. But alongside our Sunday services, we also have baptisms, you might know it as a christening, funerals and weddings. Anyone in our villages can come along. You don't have to be a regular churchgoer. So if you would like one of those services, I'm really sorry if it's a funeral, and we will meet under not so happy circumstances, but it is still our privilege to do so. So shall we go in? So you'll see first that you're very welcome to sanitize your hands if you want to, and wear a mask if you want to, but most people don't now, and so it's entirely up to you. I'm going to show you some of the nuts and bolts and things inside this church here in Witnesham. So one of the things you'll notice first is the lovely door, but on it there is a sign saying that we have an induction loop. So we have a sound system so that you can hear hopefully whatever your accessibility needs are. But if there is anything else that you particularly need, then just speak to somebody as you come into church. So, should we come and have a little look? So, on a Sunday morning, we use either one of these books or one of these books. So one of the two, and you'll be handed one of those as you come in. There's also our hymn book and an additional hymn book sometimes, but as you come in, you'll be given everything that you need. You absolutely don't need to worry about it. So as you then come in, you will find your seat. You can sit anywhere. Nobody has a special seat. It's absolutely fine. So you just pick where you might fancy sitting and have a little sit down. So I've already told you about the books, but we also have the words on the screen. So the words for the service are on the screen, and there's a screen up there. It's entirely up to you whether you want to look up at the screen or you like to have a book in your hands so you can have a little leaf through. So you're welcome to come at any point in the service. The service here on a Sunday at Witnesham starts at 10 o'clock. You can come up to half an hour before if you want to. There'll be people about and you can come and have a chat. But if you realise that it's 10:15 and you think, oh gosh, it's partway through the service, it's still okay to come. So at any point come. The service is an hour long on a Sunday morning, and then we have a nice cup of tea. So when you're sitting in your pews, you'll see that there's one of these little help to pray leaflets. If prayer isn't something that's familiar to you, then it might just be helpful to have a few words. And then, wrong way up, you'll see that you can use some of those if you would find those helpful. There's also a Bible sitting on the end of any of the pews, and you're very, very welcome to pick that up and use that however you like. So as we go through the service, at any point, if you need help, just turn to your neighbour and sort of nudge them, and you're very welcome to do that. In addition to the service books and all the exciting things that we have going on, there are also some very practical facilities that we have here in church. So you'll see at the back that there is double doors. That's the kitchen. If you want to go and grab a glass of water or something, you've got a coffee, you're very welcome. Now the door on the left is the toilet. So, and the door on the right is the cupboard. So don't use the cupboard for that. Use the toilet instead. In each of our 3 churches, as I show you around the other 2 as well, we have toilets in each church, which is great. We have kitchens in each church, which is also super. And we have the same service books in each church. So when you come to a communion service, or whether you come to a morning prayer, it will always vaguely be the same. So if you want to kind of get to know the sort of service that we have. So anytime you want to come to church, you are very, very welcome. Shall we show you up at the front? So in the church here in Witnesham, it's very pretty, as you can see. There's some amazing text that's written on the walls, all sorts of different Bible verses, which are really lovely to come and have a look up at. They were cleaned a little while ago and are just super, absolutely super. We've also got the 10 Commandments, the Creed and the Lord's Prayer, where the F's are S's. So you might enjoy reading those as well. And as with lots of other churches, remembering lots of people from the past who have helped build the church, who've been vicars here, who've been faithful members of the congregation. And it's just so nice to remember that we're not alone when we come to church. We're part of a much greater cloud of witnesses. So we also, alongside, toilet, accessibility things, we also have a little side chapel. So in our side chapel, we have lots of fun for all ages. So if at any point during the service you think, I might just need a little bit of peace and quiet, or I want to play with some toys, or do some colouring, then you're very welcome to come have a sit down. It's a glass wall and glass doors. So if you just need a bit of privacy or want to be quiet, then you can shut the door if you want to. And it is all safe for people to be able to see in and out. And so you can continue to enjoy the service, but be a little bit separate. So sometimes we might have a little service or meetings in here, but it's a really nice space. And during the Sunday service, it's a lovely place to come, just if you want to tuck yourself away just a little bit. So if we go back into the main body of the church building, you'll see that you have got all of the wall kind of coverings. We've got our screen up, and this is just to show you what the church looks like, really. So when you come up here, this is the choir area, and in services where we might have a lot more people, so like a carol service or something, all of this seating will be used. So it won't just be that part of the church that will be used. Well, more the merrier. And so up here we continue to have a number of memorials to people, and that beautiful window at the end that shows us the crucifixion of Jesus, his resurrection and his ascension. And I just think that everything in the church points to who God is, and you can come and just look at the church building, come and see either from the inside or the outside, and just be inspired not only at who God is, but also at the faith of the people that have built and inspired this building to continue to be. Now, every time I show somebody a church, I think it's really nice to see the church building, but actually it's about the people. And so I can show you what this church building looks like to welcome you, but it's nothing like seeing it full of people. And the people in all three churches, in Witnesham, in Westfield and in Tuddenham, are absolutely amazing. So anytime you want to come along, you are very, very welcome.